everybody for coming in today. I'm sure a few of you might have been here before, but we'll just start from the beginning to go through the whole master plan for you. So this, just to get your understanding, is DIFC 1, let's call it, which is where we're currently standing. So we're just in here. This is the whole new master plan for DIFC 2.0, or it's DIFC Zabeel. This used to be the old racehorse track before it moved over to Meydan. So we kind of keep the heritage of that. As you can see, there's a bit of a track running through, which will now be for pedestrians. So this is the largest financial expansion in the whole of the Gulf, the whole of the GCC. It's a 100 billion dirham investment, and it's going to be almost 3 times the size of the current DIFC. Okay, so overall it's about 8 million square feet. I'll show you on the map later, but you'll understand just how large this space is. So we're launching this master plan in 6 phases. We launched the first phase earlier this year, and we sold out in 1 day. However, because of the political situation, we have got some units that came back. Really, really good options in 1, 2, 3 beds, and we have one last duplex penthouse left, okay? It was the residences in DIFC Zabeel, yeah. So just to highlight phase 1, which launched, it was these 2 towers. Those are the residences, these corner units, and then all the way up these kind of mid-low-rise towers. Now, most of that was commercial. DIFC do not sell their commercial spaces. They just lease them out, so they're only selling residences. So we have commercial spaces, then we have a luxury hotel with a private members club inside. We don't know the branding yet, but we'll announce that later on. We then have university campuses, and we're expecting London Business School, Schema from Paris, and Georgetown University from the US. We also have a digital art centre, which is the model behind you all. This will be similar to the Museum of the Future, okay? So we're expecting 300,000 tourists per year to enter in here. So obviously this location is going to be very popular. We then have this small brown building down here, you might not be able to see, was the old horse stables from when it was a horse racing track. And they're going to keep that, remove the horses, and they'll have F&B, so lots of cafes, restaurants. This part won't be licensed. And it will be all, Arabic food and Lebanese food and things like that. Then we have the world's first ever AI campus. It's classic Dubai to have the first of that. And this will bring in lots of different AI companies from around the world to work on robots and flying things and all that futuristic stuff. Then we also have 2 innovation hubs next door. So overall, we're expecting 42,000 companies to be based in the commercial towers here, okay? That means we're expecting almost 150,000 employees to be working here, and that means they're gonna want to live somewhere. So, the residences. We launched 460 units earlier this year. The whole area will only have 1,600 units. So you can imagine the demand compared to the supply is very skewed. Meaning for an investor to buy into this master plan, they can have really high rental prices to rent out. It's a great investment. A good thing I like to say is if your client had the opportunity to buy an EMAR when downtown was first launching, everybody would run at it. So this is kind of similar. You're investing in DIFC's first project in a whole new master plan. So you're getting those entry-level pricing. So 45% will be commercial space, only 30% will take up residential. And that means a lot of it will be schools, mosques, green parks. A really good statistic is Dubai Hills, for example, including the golf course, is only 13% green spaces. This master plan, with no golf course, just parks, will be 20% green spaces. So an amazing community for families to live. Now, because it's a financial centre, people are going to be moving in from all over the world, from the US, from Europe, and they're going to have to bring their families, right? Which is why 2-bed, 3-bed, 4-bed options are also very, very popular because you need to have the space for your families. So those are why they sold out so quickly. In terms of this green loop that we have, this is a 2-kilometre track running through the middle of the community for running, cycling, walking, and it means you can work here, live here, your children can go to school there, there's a mosque just there as well. So you don't really need to leave this master plan. and you're in the hub of the financial center. So 2 things I struggle with in Dubai is a lack of green space and the traffic. So I think they've solved both of these things in this master plan by increasing the green spaces and removing the traffic. So Al Mustaqbal Street, this one down here, you'll see it's being expanded at the moment to reduce congestion in DIFC and going to downtown. We'll then have the boulevard, which connects all the way through straight onto the Sheikh Zayed Road. And then you have lots of different entry points throughout the master plan to reduce the traffic entering. You'll also see most of the car parks are underground because we don't want to see all the cars. It's meant to be quite a environmentally friendly, walkable space. And also in terms of connectivity, we'll have the loop. So Elon Musk's loop that he announced will connect to the entry point of Zabeel here, meaning much less traffic as well. Any questions so far?
So what's the difference between this DIFC and the old DIFC?
So old DIFC, which is this kind of beige section here, is a lot smaller. And there's, again, not many residential units available. So if you're looking to rent there now, I believe the Index Tower is one option, but there really aren't that many towers. I believe there's only 4 towers. So people are looking to invest into DIFC, but it's, you know, walkable. It's more of a green community. It's not just the city kind of vibe. It's more of a family like environment. Yeah.
The residential units there.
Like the next part.
Yes. Yeah. And it's all by DIFC, the developer in this one. Yeah.
There's going to be 5%.
On booking, yeah, 5%. Yeah. Exactly. So instead of DLD, it's called RORP, which is the Register of Real Property, and it's 5%. So you pay on booking 5%, then the 5% fees, and then that's it until October, where you pay another 5%. So we changed the payment plan from the launch. It used to be 70-30, now it's 50-50.
And it's like 10% down.
Essentially, yeah, including the fees, yeah. Yeah. So Trade Center is moving down to Expo, okay? So I think this will probably be an extension of DIFC coming up. But I often do compare this to Expo. It's a very similar feel. And some clients prefer to invest down there. But to be honest, this will always be my favorite place to live. You're in the financial center. Everyone across the world understands it. A lot of our clients buying are international from the US, from Europe, and a lot of them will probably end up working here themselves. So it's a very good option for people all over the world. You know, you don't need to explain the location. People know exactly where it is. You're on the Sheikh Zayed Road. You're in the new financial center.
And what is the starting price for 1 bedroom?
So 1 beds that we have available, we only have about 5 units left, starting from 2.8. Same as launch price. We haven't increased since February when we first launched. And that's on the 9th floor. So again, a very high unit. It's quite nice. We have 2 bedrooms from 4.7 million and 3 beds from 7 million. And those have full Burj Khalifa views. So in terms of the views, this point to where you're standing is the Burj Khalifa. And everything from the residences to the Burj Khalifa is low rise. So it's all Zabeel. Zabeel Palace is here, which is why these towers are low rise, because he doesn't want people looking into his palace. So these are all low rise. These are the tallest residential towers that we'll have. And then this is all owned by the royal family. So there's nothing obstructing the views all the way to the Burj Khalifa. This side, you'll have the Sheikh Zayed skyline with sunset views as well. And then behind, you'll have the new master plan, which in my opinion is the best. Burj Khalifa, you see that every day. I feel like this will be an amazing place to wake up to. It's going to be beautiful, green, lots of cafes, restaurants. And then this side, you'll have Zabeel. This building will be the next launch. However, that's still 50 meters between. So it's not directly blocking any view. And this will all be Zabeel palaces.
So they are going to be
Tower 2, we have the penthouse available on this corner. So full Burj Khalifa views for that one.
In the future, there will be more launches or not of the residences?
Yeah,
Like,
so-
a lot of inventory in the future coming.
So yeah, phase 1 was just these 2 towers. Phase 2, we think will be these because it will make sense to build them together. Then we'll have phase 3, 4, 5, 6, but we don't know what's going to be coming up in there. But I think a few of these will be residential buildings as
So
well.
totally 6 phases, and this is the first phase.
Exactly,
How much
exactly.
would be the projected ROI?
We think about 6-7%, but it could be higher. It's hard to know rental prices now for a new community in 3 years' time, but I think a one bed minimum, 150,000 per year.
So
Minimum.
right now we are buying 2.8 for 1 bed.
Yeah.
How much would it cost on the time of handover as resale?
Let's compare it to DIFC Living, which is another project which hands over end of this year, beginning of next year. Those prices have almost doubled on sale and they are selling. They sold out. DIFC always usually sells out. And already, if you go on Property Finder, the prices have doubled for 1, 2, and 3 beds. So using that just as an example, and that's not even in a new master community, that's in the old DIFC, it could easily double by the time of handover.
Where is handover?
Q4 29, so over 3 years' time. Starting average 3,700, depending on the floor and the views and things like that. Obviously, you'll pay premium for the Burj Khalifa views. We do have some 2 and 3 beds with those views left.
Service charges.
Between 26 and 28, not officially confirmed, but somewhere around that.
How about the payments?
50-50. So 5% on booking, 5% RORP, so 10% overall on booking, and then 5% in October, and that's it for this year. Next year, same 5-5-5, and then 2028, it's 10 and 10, so 50-50.
And the C, you get 10% rate, and the C.
Yeah. Oh, 30% resale. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Any other questions? Good. We can have a look at the render. So here is the views from the amenities floor. Okay, so this is level 1, and it just goes to show how unobstructed the views are all the way to the Burj Khalifa. Okay, this small building in front is the clubhouse. This is private to the residences, and this has the gym, paddle, tennis court, cafe, lounging area.
For all 4 buildings.
2 buildings, yeah, just for these 2. This is from the penthouse, full Burj Khalifa views. The entranceway, very much like a hotel, and there is guest and visitor parking as well. So you don't have to worry about where your friends and family go to park. They just give the car to valet and they'll look after it for you.
That's all. We don't expect hotel services.
No. Okay, then further down here we have some renders of the interiors. So this is not fully furnished, but it's fully fitted with Miele appliances.
You have a duplex also, right?
Yes, so this is the penthouse.
Penthouse. It's a 4-bed.
4-bedroom. We had 12 penthouses and we only have 1 available.
That's come under the cancellation.
Yes, exactly.
How much?
22 million for a 4-bed, 4,200 square feet.
And the size for 1 bedroom, minimum size.
Average 850.
If somebody wants to live in.
2 beds, 1,500. This is the view from above, just understanding the views and the location a bit better. And that's the AI campus there.
Which one?
The cube over there. Yeah.
Any idea when will the Elon Musk Hyperloop will start?
When, sorry?
Elon Musk Hyperloop will start.
Yeah, so I'm not sure the exact timings. I believe something was going to happen this year, maybe next year, but it will connect kind of like here. So this is DIFC and it will be connecting here. So in my opinion, phase 1 is the best location because you're at the entry point of the new master plan, connecting to the old DIFC, to the loop. The metro is obviously not far either. And then you'll have all these driverless taxis as well in the master plan.
That's the new thing.
Yeah, not sure I trust them, but
No, but it will be driving just on a path.
yeah,
All
just
over
take you
the
around.
District of the area.
And then behind is the 2 residential units themselves. So this building in between, it's open to the public, but it's a wellness center. So like spa, sauna, gym. I believe it will be like a membership. Yeah. And that's open to the public.
This will be maintained by the AFC.
That will be, I'm not sure, it might be a brand that will come in. There's retail along the ground floor as well. Cafes, shops, things like that.
But this ground is actually the podium level, right? You have basement parking.
So
all-
basement parking, exactly, yeah.
How many? 2 or 3?
2, I believe,
Two.
yeah. And then this is the clubhouse, which is private to the residences with the paddle, tennis, cafe, big gym here as well. Both pools. And then on the first floor, you have lounging co-work spaces as well.
Co-working space.
Yeah, exactly. This is the penthouse that's available, and Burj Khalifa is down there.
That's the one.
And how many units sale is available and provided?
So we have about 5 one-beds, same for 2 and 3 beds. So not many. I would say 20 maximum available. I'd say we've sold out, 95%. So 3 bedrooms always lie on this corner and this corner. So they're like the most premium views. Yeah, 3 beds. And then the 2 bedrooms are the other corners, every other corner. And then you have 1 row here and 1 row here as well. We have a really good unit here, 13th floor, full Burj Khalifa views, 5.9 million for the 2 bed. Or my personal favorite, 15th floor, 5 million. Very high floor, good price. 2 bed. Exactly. Yeah. Look at the magic. Any other questions? Yeah, it's amazing.
These buildings are fully residential,
Yes.
but in the master plan, do we have any buildings which are residential and offices as well?
Not sure yet.
Okay.
There could be. I think a way to understand it is a lot of it will be like Dubai Hills Business Park, when it's all those low, mid-rise buildings, and then probably some residences next door.
Yeah.
But I don't think any will be mixed.